because she's a black woman, or at least I thought she was. She clearly has black children. So are you saying you don't mind your children growing up in a society where they cannot be taught black history?
And Nicki makes a lot of cash. Not as much as Michael Dell, not quite.
Nicki Minaj has many, many issues that would lead one to believe that those issues are possibly the reason that she's cozying up to MAGA right now.
Nicki don't need to worry about Don. She need to be with damn Don Lynn, and Nicki Minaj needs to be worried about Chris Hansen. That's what she needs to be worried about.
Nicki Minaj has officially stepped into her MAGA phase, and the reaction from black celebrities has been anything but quiet or supportive. Over the last few weeks, Nicki slowly went from dropping subtle hints to openly declaring her political stance. And as expected, many voices within the culture are pushing back hard. Several black celebrities have spoken up, questioning her choices and wondering what caused such a drastic shift. Especially since this version of Nicki feels very different from who she used to be. During Donald Trump's first presidency, Nicki openly criticized him, calling him dangerous, and even shading other celebrities who supported him. She made it clear back then that joining the Trump wave would never be her path. In a 2020 Pollstar Live conference, Nicki was asked directly about Trump, and she explained that she refused to support him, mentioning how deeply disturbed she was by immigrant children being separated from their parents. Something that hit close to home, because she herself immigrated to America to escape poverty. Fast forward to today, and that same Nicki is now calling herself Trump's biggest supporter, and claiming he was the greatest president America has ever seen.
Hey guys, I'm with my favorite president, the best president of all time.
And I'm with the queen of rap.
As you can imagine, this sudden switch didn't sit well with many black celebrities. Several of them publicly called Nicki out, accusing her of hypocrisy, flip-flopping, and turning her back on her fans, her culture, and even her own moral compass. So let's break down who responded, what they said, and why the situation exploded into such a massive online debate. One of the first people to speak up was D.L. Hughley back in December, after Nicki tweeted criticism toward California Governor Gavin Newsom. Nicki suggested that the governor didn't care about children's health, and D.L. immediately fired back, saying Nicki shouldn't speak on kids at all since her husband isn't legally allowed within 1,000 feet of one. He added that instead of worrying about Gavin Newsom, she should be worried about Chris Hansen, a clear reference to Catch a Predator. DL was pointing to the fact that both Nicki's husband and brother have been convicted of serious crimes. On top of that, many fans also highlighted that Nicki's career was largely built on support from the LGBTQ+ community, yet now she's been using language viewed as openly homophobic. Reality TV personality Tiffany Pollard, also known as New York, addressed the issue on TMZ and didn't hold back. She said Nicki's support of Trump feels like a betrayal to LGBTQ+ fans who stood by her for years. While Tiffany admitted people still enjoy Nicki's music, she made it clear they are uncomfortable with the way Nicki has been speaking lately. Still, Tiffany said she wasn't trying to cancel Nicki, and suggested she surround herself with more progressive voices, even jokingly mentioning Bruce Springsteen.
You know, we love her music. I've spoken to her several times. You know, collectively, I feel like we were a little bit disappointed with her, but I feel like she needs to spend a lot of time with Mr. Bruce Springsteen. She needs to go sit on his lap and let him speak some words of wisdom to her heart. Because somebody got her off track and she needs guidance back home.
The backlash surrounding Nicki's treatment of her LGBTQ+ supporters intensified even more after she targeted Don Lemon, who is openly gay, using a homophobic slur. Don Lemon wasn't willing to stay silent either. He responded sharply, suggesting that Nicki should focus less on attacking others and more on her own unresolved legal and citizenship issues.
Look, this is what I'll say to Nicki Minaj. I normally don't respond to things like this, but F it. I'm gonna do it this time. I think Nicki Minaj has made it very clear how she feels about African Americans in this country, or I don't think she's one of them, obviously. And she should, under Trump's rules, she should be deported, because I don't think, reportedly, that she is a legal citizen here. She is undocumented. And so she has shown her disdain for African Americans. So why are you supporting her? Why are you buying her records? She's also supporting, I have lots of gay friends who love Nicki Minaj. Why are you supporting this homophobic, bigoted, ignorant woman?
DL Hughley then jumped back into the conversation, backing Don Lemon and once again calling out Nicki. He urged her to stop worrying about critics and instead acknowledge the fact that there are multiple convicted offenders within her own immediate family.
There was a whole scene that unfolded at this church.
Right.
You saw this, right? Nicki Minaj going after Don Lemon. You see this, like for reporting it.
What's so funny to me, people hate. It's so funny how many on the right hate. They hate transgender and gay people more than they do pedophiles. It's amazing to me. Nicki don't need to worry about Don. She need to be with damn Don Lemon, and Nicki Minaj need to be worried about Chris Hansen.
Reports have also surfaced claiming that the Carters, especially Beyoncé, have completely distanced themselves from Nicki. First Kanye publicly aligned himself with MAGA, and now Nicki followed a similar path. According to insiders, Beyoncé has cut off contact and is reportedly disappointed that Nicki's legacy has reached this point. Nicki's frequent social media outbursts and MAGA support have become daily chaos online. Dr. Umar Johnson also entered the discussion, and his take went deeper than simple criticism. Instead of mocking Nicki, Umar suggested that MAGA is strategically positioning her as their new token black conservative woman, especially after Candace Owens began distancing herself from Trump on certain issues.
I believe that Donald Trump and the conservative movement in this country selected Nicki Minaj because they needed a replacement for Candace Owens. Remember, Candace Owens has fallen out of favor with the Republican Party and the mainstream conservative white agenda because she's now exposing the Zionist control of the conservative movement and of the United States government. In fact, Art, I would argue that Charlie Kirk was assassinated, I believe, by the Zionist movement. We're going to distance ourselves from Candace, and this is Donald Trump, the Republican Party, and the mainstream white conservative movement. We got to find another black woman. We got to find another black woman who can compete with Candace Owens nationally and internationally to bring attention away from Candace Owens, who is highlighting the Israeli influence on American politics. And so who better to use than Nicki?
Dr. Umar also expressed shock after seeing Nicki appear at a Turning Point USA event alongside Erica Kearney, where she supported claims that teaching black history somehow makes white children feel inferior. Umar strongly pushed back, saying it was disturbing to watch Nicki promote those ideas while raising a black child of her own.
Correct, but she said something to the effect that it's not just that we tell black children to feel proud of themselves, but it's like we're doing that, and at the same time, we're telling other children not to feel proud of themselves. And so I guess she was alluding to this false narrative that the conservatives are putting out there, that teaching black children black history and teaching white children the true history of America is somehow going to make white children feel bad about themselves. That bothered me because she's a black woman, or at least I thought she was. She clearly has black children. So are you saying you don't mind your children growing up in a society where they cannot be taught black history or the true history of America because some people feel it offends the self-esteem of white children? And this is so hypocritical, Art, because we've been in America 400 years at least under British North American control, and look at how the self-esteem and self-worth and self-value of black children has been and continues to be compromised for the benefit of the white child. And yet you're telling me that to implement a curriculum of corrective history where you're not insulting white people, you're not denigrating white people, you're simply making sure white children understand that the foundation of this country was laid and built and cemented on the genocide of Native Americans and the enslavement of African people. And not just the enslavement of African people, the dehumanization of.
As for what really motivated Nicki's political shift, Dr. Umar admitted he's unsure whether it's purely about money or if there's pressure being applied behind the scenes. However, Lizzo strongly disagrees with that theory. She believes Nicki simply saw MAGA as a profitable opportunity now that her career isn't at its peak. Lizzo suggested that more black celebrities will likely follow the same path once their relevance starts fading, explaining that siding with Trump has become financially beneficial for some. She said the trend has already begun and will only continue. Meanwhile, fans online have their own theories. One user on X claimed Nicki isn't just a sellout, but a calculated distraction, a transactional performance designed to attract politically uninformed audiences willing to abandon their own communities for validation. Others went full roast mode, criticizing everything from Nicki's appearance to her family ties. One comment mocked her personal life, political stance, and associations, telling her to pick a struggle. Another fan zoomed in on her wig from a Trump event and joked that since aligning with MAGA, even the quality of her image has declined. But now we want to hear from you. Why do you think Nicki really went MAGA? Is it about money, protection, pressure, or something else entirely? Do you agree with Dr. Umar that MAGA is using her as a token figure? Or do you think she genuinely believes what she's saying?